Hello, it's day 33 of the 100-day meditation challenge. Just done my meditation now, feel so much better today. What I noticed is, because I did a short meditation yesterday, a half hour rather than 2 hours, that I hadn't properly cleared out my mind yesterday, and so there was stuff that was coming up from the day before too, and that's very unusual. So usually my meditation has dealt with the stuff that from the previous 24 hours or since my last meditation. Yesterday's was just enough to get me through of what was going on yesterday, and so today's was more of the clearing out of the memories and stuff from the last 48 hours. So that was interesting. I'd noticed that was happening anyway, that's what this process is, it's clearing out your mind, kind of washing it clean since the last meditation, and it was kind of nice confirmation that that's what the process was. What else happened today? It was a nice meditation, it felt really good. It wasn't particularly deep, it wasn't one of those meditations where you get into a really blissful state and deep. But then this isn't what I'm trying to do at the moment. It's just about being present. I did have some ideas for things to do today, ready for tomorrow, which was pretty interesting. So memories popped up from weeks ago of something that I was going to buy, and then I didn't, and then so I thought of that, and then I thought of tomorrow. So last week I took Sunday off, and so I'm going to do the same thing this week, and so I get all the work that I need to do done today, and then anything that comes in on Sunday I do on the Monday instead, because Monday is always my quietest day. So, and it worked really well last week, and so I was telling people about it, and I thought, this is a really good idea, this is what I'll do. And so that's what popped into my mind next, is that if Sunday's a planned day off, then I can actually do some other stuff instead. So the sarong that I didn't buy a few weeks ago, I'm going to get that today, because tomorrow morning what I'm going to do is go for a big walk over the hill over the other side of the island, and then spend the day there on the beach and snorkeling and stuff. And so I'll get up nice and early and go over the other side before it gets really hot. And so that was really nice. It's like, it felt like tuning into myself it's choosing things that I'd really like for me, you know. It's like instead of just going on with life kind of on autopilot, not really, what did someone call it, on cruise control. I was listening to a podcast last night, and she called it cruise control, just going through life on cruise control, kind of numbing yourself out. And this is tuning into yourself instead, and then when you listen in meditation, it's actually telling you what it would really like to do, what your body, what your mind, what your spirit would really like to do. And so that's nice, that's a nice thing, I like that. So yeah, it really is about getting in tune with yourself and what you really want, because I think so often we go through life and we're not really choosing what we want. We think we are, but we're not, because we're not tuning in enough to ourselves to block out the rest of the stuff, or we're not meditating to clear our mind out of the rest of the stuff. And so it's all hanging around in there, you know, the stuff that we experience, the stuff that happens to us each day, it's just hanging around in there unless we clear it out, and it affects us. All of those things, all of those interactions, all of those memories, if they're still there in the mind, they're affecting us, they're affecting our decisions. So, and with all of that stuff going on, it's any wonder that we numb ourselves out, you know, with eating or drinking or whatever it is that we do. You know, there's many ways to numb ourselves out. Or we just go on cruise control, on autopilot through life without really living properly, because we're not choosing what we want to do. So it's nice to choose and not do it from an ego mind point of view. You know, it's not it was my consciousness that chose, rather than my ego mind that chose what to do tomorrow and what to do today to prepare myself for tomorrow. So yeah, it's good. It's day 33. I've got a good number.